Hi guys, I'm back. Today I'm going to read Exodus 5 to 13, Proverbs 20:25, and Psalm 61. Let's just start. After Moses and Aaron went and said to Pharaoh, "Thus says the Lord, the God of Israel, let my people go, that they may hold a feast to me in the wilderness." And Pharaoh said, "Who is the Lord, that I should obey his voice and let Israel go? I do not know the Lord, moreover, I will not let Israel go." Then they said, "The God of the Hebrews is with us. He says us go 3 days' journey into the wilderness, that we may sacrifice to the Lord our God. Lest he fall upon us with pestilence or with the sword." But the king of Egypt said to Moses and Aaron, "Why do you take the people away from their work? Go back to your burdens." And Pharaoh said, "Behold, he put the land on now many, and we make them rest of their burdens." The same day Pharaoh commanded the taskmaster people in their forehead, "You shall no longer give the people straw to make bricks, as in the past. Let them go and gather straw for themselves with the number of bricks that are made in the past. You shall impose on them. You shall by no means reduce their idol. Therefore they cried, 'Let us go and offer sacrifice to our God. Let heavy work be laid on the men, that they may labor at it, pay no regard to lying words.' So the taskmasters and the foremen of the people went out and said to the people, 'Thus says Pharaoh, I will not give you straw. Go and get your straw yourselves wherever you can find it. And your work will not be reduced in the least.' So the people were scattered throughout all the land of Egypt to gather stubble for straw. The taskmaster were urgent, saying, 'It's to complete your work, your daily task each day. Must when they are strong, the foremen of the people whom the first taskmaster said them would be in well asked, Why have you not done all of each task in making bricks today and yesterday in the past?' And the foremen of the people is crying and cried to Pharaoh, 'Why do you treat your servants like this? And no straw is given to your servants, they say to us, Make bricks, and behold, your sons are being followers in your own people.' He said, You're right, but that is why you say, Let's go and sacrifice to the Lord. Go now and work. Go now and work. No straw will be given to you, you must still deliver the same number of bricks.' Foremen of the people is also they are in trouble, and they say, Shall I no means reduce your number of bricks, your daily task each day? And Moses and Aaron, when they were waiting for them to get out of the he said to him, 'The Lord look on you and judge, because you made a stink in the sight of Pharaoh, and put a sword in your hand to kill us.' And Moses turned to the Lord and said, 'Lord, why have you done evil to this people? Why did you ever send me? For since they can Pharaoh and speak in it, when he has done evil to his people, you will not deliver the people out.' And the Lord said to Moses, 'Then you shall see what I will do to Pharaoh. With a strong hand you will send them out, with a strong hand you shall drive them out of his land.' I spake to Aaron and said to Aaron, 'The Lord I appeared to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob as God Almighty. That by my name, the Lord, I did not make myself known to establish my covenant with them to give the land of Canaan, and them which they lived as sojourners. Moreover, I have heard the groaning of the people of Israel, even the Egyptians hold as slaves, and I remember my covenant. Say therefore to the people of Israel, I am the Lord, I will bring you out from under the burdens of the Egyptians. I will deliver you from slavery to them, I will redeem you with an asher stone, and with great acts of judgment take you to give my people, and I will be your God. You shall know that I am the Lord your God, who has brought you out from under the burdens of the Egyptians. I will bring you into the land which was given to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob. I will give it to you for a possession. I am the Lord. Moses spake thus to the people of Israel. They did not listen to Moses, because they broke his way of harsh slavery. Because the Lord said to Moses, Go and tell Pharaoh king of Egypt to let the people of Israel go out of his land. And Moses said to Pharaoh, the Lord, behold, the people of Israel have not listened to me. Now then shall Pharaoh listen to me, for I have not been circumcised lips. And the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, and gave them in charge of the people of Israel about Pharaoh king of Egypt. And the people of Israel have the land of Egypt. These are the heads of their fathers' houses, the sons of Reuben, the firstborn of Israel, Hanok, Palu, Hezron, Kali. These are the clans of Reuben, the sons of Simeon, Jemiel, Jamin, Eriphai, Jacob, and Zohar, and Shul. This is the king of Nabal. These are the clans of Simeon. And these are the names of sons of Levi appointed generations: Gershon, Kohath, and Merari. These are the life of Levi, being 137 years. The sons of Gershon, Libni, and Judah. Are the clans of sons of Kohath. Amram, Israel, Hugh, and Israel. The life of Kohath. These are the life of Kohath, being 133 years. This is Mali and Moshe. These are the clans of Levi, according to generations. And Amram took his wife Jochebed, his father's sister, and she bore him Aaron and Moses. The youth and life of Amram being 137 years. The sons of Izhar, Korah, Nepheg, and Zistri. The sons of Israel, Mishael, Elzaphan, and Sithri. Aaron took his wife Elisha, and daughter of Mindab, and sister of Nathan. And she bore him Nadab, Abihu, Elazar, Nathan. The sons of Korah, Asir, Elkanah, and Abisai. These are the clans of Korah. As Elazar, Aaron's son, took his wife, one of the daughters of Puju. And she bore him Phinehas. These are the heads of fathers' house of Levi by their clans. These are the Aaron to whom the Lord said, Bring the people of Israel from the land of Egypt by their hosts. It was they who spake to Pharaoh king of Egypt, bringing out the people of Israel from Egypt. This Moses and this Aaron, and David, the Lord spoke to Moses in the land of Egypt. And the Lord said to Moses, the Lord, tell Pharaoh king of Egypt all that I say to you. And Moses said to him, Behold, I have uncircumcised lips, how will Pharaoh listen to me? And the Lord said to Moses, See, I have made me like God to Pharaoh. Your brother Aaron shall be your prophet. You speak all that I command you, and your brother Aaron shall tell Pharaoh to let the people of Israel go out of his land. No harm Pharaoh's hand, though I multiply my sons and wonders in the land of Egypt. He will not listen to you. I will lay my hand on Egypt and bring my hairs to the people of the children of Israel, and land Egypt by great acts of judgment. And the Egyptians shall know that I am the Lord when I stretch my hand against Egypt, and bring out the people of Israel from among them. Moses and Aaron just said, They did just look, and the numbers was 80 years old, and Aaron 83 years old. And they spoke to Pharaoh. Then the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, And Pharaoh says to you, Prove yourselves by looking at them, and they shall say to Aaron, Take a staff and cast it down before Pharaoh, that may become servant. So Moses and Aaron went to Pharaoh, and did just look, and and cast down the staff before Pharaoh and his servants, and it became a serpent. Then Pharaoh summoned the 12 wise men and the sorcerers, and they, the magicians of Egypt, did the same by secret art. Each man cast down the staff, and they became serpents. And the staff swallowed out their staff. Still Pharaoh's heart was hard. He would not listen to them, as the Lord had said, and the Lord said to Moses, Pharaoh's heart is hard. You please let the people go. Go to Pharaoh in the morning. Go to Pharaoh in the morning as he is going out into the water, standing on the bank of the mountain, and take in your hand his staff, and turn it into a serpent, and he shall say to him, and the Lord the God of Hebrews sent me to you, say, let my people go that they may serve me in the wilderness. And the wilderness was so far, you know obey, thus says the Lord, by this you shall know that I am the Lord. You know, with the staff that is in my hand, I'll strike the water that is in the Nile. It shall turn into blood, the fish in the shall die, and the Nile will stink, and the Egyptians will grow weary drinking water from the Nile. And the Lord said to Moses, say to Aaron, take your staff and stretch out your hand over the waters of Egypt, and over their rivers, their canals, and their ponds, and all their pools of water, that they may become blood, and there will be blood throughout all the land of Egypt. And even in vessels of wood and vessels of clay. And Aaron did as the Lord commanded, in the side of Pharaoh and in the side of his servants, he lifted up the staff and struck the water in the Nile. And all the water in the Nile turned to blood, and the fish in the Nile died, and the Nile stank, so the Egyptians could not drink water from the Nile. And there was blood throughout all the land of Egypt. And the magician of Egypt did the same by the secret arts. So Pharaoh's heart remained hard, and he would not listen to it. As long as so, Pharaoh turned and went into his house, he did not take even this to heart. And the Egyptians dug along the Nile for water to drink. They could not drink the water of the Nile. 7 full days passed after the Lord struck the Nile. And the Lord said to him, go into Pharaoh and say to him, thus says the Lord, now he bent them, he said, if you refuse to let them go, behold, I'll plague all your country with frogs. And I shall swarm with frogs, they shall come up into your house, into your they go on your bed, into your house, your sons, your people, into your islands and your kneading bowls. The frogs shall come upon you and your people and all your sons. And the Lord said to me, say to Aaron, stretch out your hand with your staff over the rivers, over the canals and over the pools, and make frogs come up on the land of Egypt. So Aaron stretched out his hand over the waters of Egypt, and the frogs came up and covered the land of Egypt. The magician did the same by the secret arts, and made frogs come up on the land of Egypt. And then Pharaoh called Moses and said, even if the Lord to take away the frogs from you from the heap, and let the people go to sacrifice to the Lord. And Moses said to Pharaoh, be pleased to command me when I pray for you and for your servants, and for all your people, the frogs may be cut off, and your house there will be left in the end. And he said tomorrow, Moses said, he is as he says, so that you may know that there is no one like the Lord our God. And the frogs shall go away from you in your houses, and your servants and your people. They shall be left only in the mouth. So Moses went out with Pharaoh. And went out from Pharaoh, and Moses cried to the Lord about the frogs, which he agreed with Pharaoh. And the Lord did according to the word of Moses. The host died out in the houses, the courtyards, and the fields, and gathered them together in heaps, and land stank. When Pharaoh saw there was a respite, he hardened his heart, and they would not listen to him, as the Lord had said. And the Lord said to Moses, say to Aaron, stretch out your staff and strike the dust of the earth. You may come and gnats in all the land of Egypt. And they did it, so Aaron stretched out his hand with the staff and struck the dust of the earth, and there were gnats on man and beast, and all the dust of the earth became gnats. In the land of Egypt, the magician tried by the secret arts to produce gnats, and they could not. So there were gnats on man and beast. The magician said to Pharaoh, this is the thing of God. And Pharaoh's heart was hard. He would not listen to him, as the Lord had said. And the Lord said to Moses, rise up early in the morning, and he said to Pharaoh, hence go down into the water, and say to him, and this is the Lord, let my people go that they may serve me. And if you will not let my people go, behold, I will send the swarms of flies on you and your servants and your people into your house, and the house of the Egyptians shall be filled with swarms of flies, and this is the ground on which they stand. And the day will set apart the land of Goshen, and he will draw, so that no swarms of flies shall be there. You may know that I am the Lord. In the midst of the earth, and so I'll put a division between my people and your people. Tomorrow the sun shall have it, and the Lord did so. There came great swarms of flies into the house of Pharaoh and to his servants' houses. And throughout the land of Egypt, the land was ruined by the swarms of flies. And Pharaoh called Moses and said, go, sacrifice to your God within the land. And Moses said, it will not be right to do so. The offerings shall sacrifice to the Lord your God, an abomination to the Egyptians. We sacrifice offerings upon the wood to the Egyptians for their eyes. Are they not stones? We must go 3 days journey to sacrifice to the Lord our God, as he tells us. So Pharaoh said, I will not let you go to sacrifice to the Lord our God, as he tells us. So Pharaoh said, I will let you go to sacrifice to the Lord your God in the wilderness. And only you must not go very far away. Then for me, then Moses said, behold, I am going out from here. I will plead with the Lord that the swarms of flies may depart from Pharaoh. No, Moses said, the swarms of people tomorrow, let not Pharaoh cheat again. And all the people go to sacrifice to the Lord. So Moses went out from Pharaoh and prayed to the Lord. And the Lord did as Moses asked, and removed the swarms of flies from Pharaoh. And Moses said, well, he would not warn me. And Pharaoh hardened his heart this time, and did not let the people go. And the Lord said to Moses, go into Pharaoh and say to him, thus says the Lord, the God of the Hebrews, let my people go, they may serve me. If you refuse to let them go, and still hand off all the rest of it upon your livestock, and the horses and donkeys, the cows, the hares and the fox. The Lord make a distinction between livestock and Israel. And the livestock you disturb nothing of all that belongs to people, as I shall die. And the Lord said to him, saying, tomorrow the Lord will do this thing in the way. And the next day the Lord did this thing, and all the livestock of the Egyptians died, and all the livestock of the people Israel died. And Pharaoh said, behold, not all the livestock was dead. Israel was dead, the heart of Pharaoh was hard. He did not let the people go, and the Lord said to Moses, take handfuls of soot from the kiln, and Moses threw them in the air at the son of Pharaoh. Shall become fine dust over the land of Egypt. And when you come, the Lord was breaking in the soul on man and beast throughout all the land of Egypt. And he took soot from the kiln, and stood before Pharaoh, and Moses threw into the end, and boys breaking out swords and enemies. And the magician could not stand before Moses because of the boys, so the boys came upon the magician and upon all the Egyptians. And the Lord hardened the heart of Pharaoh, he would not listen to them. The Lord spake unto Moses, and the Lord said to Moses, rise up early in the morning, present yourselves before Pharaoh. And he said to him, thus says the Lord, the God of the Hebrews, let me heap a good thing, he said. And this time I'll send all the plagues on you yourself, and on your servants and people. So you may know there is none like me in all the earth. And by now I could have boiled my hand, striking your people with pestilence. You have been cut off from the earth. Before this purpose I have raised you up to show you my power, so that my name may be proclaimed in all the earth. You are still exalting yourself against me, but will not let them go. And about this time tomorrow I will cause a very heavy rain to fall. This has never been in Egypt from the days found until now. Now therefore send, get your lasting all that you have in the field to shade for shelter. And every man and beast that was in the field is not brought and will die with hair forced. And whoever feared the word of the Lord among the sons of Harry slaves and the gods on into houses. And whoever did not pay attention to the word of the Lord left his slaves and livestock in the field. And the Lord said to Moses, stretch your hand toward him. So then every hair of the north land of Egypt, and man and beast and every plant of the field of the land of Egypt, and Moses stretched out his hand and staff toward heaven, and the Lord sent thunder, fire rain down to the earth, and rained hail upon the land of Egypt. There was hail and fire flashing continually. And this the hail very heavy house which has never been North land of Egypt since it became a nation. They have struck down everything that was in the field of all land of Egypt. The earth made a beast, they have struck down every plant of the field, and broke every tree of the field, and the land of Goshen with people Israel words. Then they had the first and called Moses in there. And said to this time I've seen the Lord's in the I am my people and lead with up. Looking for there has been enough for God's son that here. And you go, and you shall stay no longer. And Moses said to him, as soon as I want to see, I'll stretch out my hands to the Lord. I thought no season there will be no more hair, so you mean that the earth is the Lord. I seen your sons, I knew you would do not yet fear the Lord by the Lord. And then Moses went out of the city from Pharaoh, stretched out his hands to the Lord. And then the thunder and the hail ceased, and the rain no longer poured upon the earth. And then Pharaoh saw the rain and the hail and the thunder ceased. He sinned yet again, hardened his heart. And he said, the heart of Pharaoh's heart, and he did not let the people of Israel go. Because the Lord had spoken through Moses. And the Lord said to Moses, go into Pharaoh 500 heart and the heart of his sons, and show these sons of mine among them. You may tell in the hearing of your son and your grandson how I would tell how slowly the Egyptian what signs I have done among them. You may know that I have lost. So Moses and Aaron went into Pharaoh and said to him, thus says the Lord, the God of Hebrews, how long will you refuse to humble yourself before me? And the way he will go, that they may serve me. And they serve me, if you refuse to allow me, he will go. Behold, tomorrow I'll bring locusts into your country, and they shall cover the face of the so no one can see them. They shall eat what is left of you after the hill, and they shall eat every tree yours that grows in the field. You shall fill your house and the house of all your sons and all the Egyptians, and you, your father, and all your grandfathers see. And day came on the earth to this day. And the eternal went out from Pharaoh, the Pharaoh said to him, how long shall this man be sent to us? Let the men go. Then he said to the Lord their God, do you not yet understand that Egypt is ruled? So Moses and Aaron were brought back to Pharaoh, and he said to him, go, saith the Lord your God, which ones are to go? Moses said, we will go with our young and our old. We will go with our sons and daughters, with our flocks and cows. We must hold a feast to the Lord. And he said to him, and the Lord be with you, if I ever let you and your little ones go. Look, you have some evil purpose in mind. No, go with the men among you, and serve the Lord, for that is what you are asking. And you are driven out from Pharaoh's presence. And the Lord said to Moses, stretch out your hand over the land of Egypt. Look, they may come upon the land of Egypt, and they eat every plant in the land, all that the hill has left. So Moses stretched out a staff over the land of Egypt, and the Lord brought an east wind upon the land all the day and all the night. And he knows what knew the east wind above the locusts. The locusts came out over all the land of Egypt, and settled on the whole country of Egypt. Such a dense swarm with locusts has never been before, and nor ever will be again. They covered the face of the whole land. The whole land, so the land was dark and near all the plants in the land, and went through the trees that were left. Not a green thing remained, neither tree nor plant of the field, through all the land of Egypt. Then Pharaoh hastily called Moses and Aaron, and said, I have sinned against the Lord, your God, and against you now. Therefore forgive my sin, please, only this once. Plead with the Lord your God to remove this death from me. And he went up for Pharaoh and pleaded with the Lord. And the Lord turned from the wind into grace from the west wind, which lifted the locust and driven them into Rezin. Not a single locust was left in all the country of Egypt. And the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart, he did not let the people of Israel go. And the Lord said to Moses, stretch out your hand toward heaven, and there be darkness over all the land of Egypt. And darkness grew faster, and Moses stretched out his hand toward heaven. It was pitch darkness in all the land of Egypt 3 days. You did not see one, nor did anyone rise from his place for 3 days. All the people of Israel lied where they lived. And Pharaoh called Moses and said, go serve the Lord. Moses said, you must also learn to sacrifice in the offerings. Then we must sacrifice to the Lord our God. Our stories must go with us. No half shall be left behind, for we must take them to serve the Lord our God. We do not know what we must serve the Lord until we arrive there. And the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart, he would not let them go. Then Pharaoh said to him, go away from me, take care never to see my face again. On the day you see my face, you shall die. And Moses said, as you say, I will not see your face again. And the Lord said to Moses, yet one plague more I'll bring upon Pharaoh and drive upon Egypt. After he'll let you go from there, when he lets you go, he will drive you away completely. And you speak now in the hearing of the people that they ask, every man his name, and every woman for name, for serving God joy. And the Lord gave the people favor in the sight of the Egyptian. Moreover, the man Moses was great in the land of Egypt. in the sight of Pharisees, in the sight of the people so minister. Thus says the Lord, about me now go in the midst of Egypt, and every firstborn in the land of Egypt. A firstborn in the land of Egypt shall die, who is from the firstborn of Pharaoh, is it something, even to the firstborn of the slave girl, who is behind them, him, and all the firstborn of the cow. It shall be a great cry throughout the land of Egypt, such as there never be, nor ever will be again, and not a dog shall go out against any of the people of Israel. Either man or beast, he made the Lord makes a distinction between Egypt and Israel. And all these sons shall come down to me and bow down to me, saying, Get out, you and all these people who follow you. And after that I will go, and he went out from Pharaoh, and his hunger again. Then the Lord said to Moses, Pharaoh will not listen to you, and the wonders and what went in the land of Egypt. Moses and Aaron did all these wonders before Pharaoh, and the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart. He did not let the people of Israel go out of his land. And the Lord said to Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, This month shall be for you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year for you. To all the congregation of the Israel on the 10th day of this month, every man shall take the lamb according to the father's house. The lamb for a household, if the household is too small for them, his and his neighbor shall take according to the number of persons, according to what you can eat, and what each can eat, you shall make it count for the lamb. Your pet lamb shall be without blemish, a year, male or year old, shall take it from the sheep or from the goats. You shall keep it until the 14th day of this month, until the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill their lambs at twilight. They shall take some of the blood and put it on the 2 doorposts, and will until the house in which they eat it. And shall eat the flesh in there, roast on the fire with unleavened bread. And which bit of house they shall eat it. Do not eat any of it raw or boiled in water, but roast its head and its legs as in parts. Shall let none of it remain until the morning. Anything that remains until the morning shall burn. This man shall eat it with your belt fastened, your sandals in your feet, and your staff in your hand. You shall eat it in haste, as the Lord's Passover. For I will pass through the land of Egypt, that I will strike off the firstborn of the land of Egypt. This man, based on all the gods of Egypt, I execute judgments. And the Lord, the blood shall be a sign for you in the house where you will. And when I see the blood, I'll pass over you, and a plague will be before you to destroy. And I strike the land of Egypt, and this day shall be for you more of it. You shall keep it from as a feast to the Lord. Many generations as a statute forever, you shall keep it as a feast. 11 days you shall eat unleavened bread. The first day shall remove leaven out of your house. If anyone eats what is leavened, on the first day until the 7th day, that person shall be cut from Israel. The first day shall hold an holy assembly, on the 7th day a holy assembly. No one shall be done those days. Well, everyone needs to eat that alone, may be prepared by you. Shall observe the feast of unleavened bread. From this day, very day, I brought your host out of the land of Egypt. Therefore you shall observe this day 30 generations. The statute forever. In the first month, from the first 14th day of the month at evening, shall unleavened bread until the 21st day of the month at evening. The 7 days no leaven is to be found in your house. If anyone eats what is leavened, the person will be cut off from the congregation of Israel. Whether he is a C.Jun or an native, you shall eat nothing leavened, nor your drunk face shall eat unleavened bread. And it is called all as Aaron said, and it's left when and so you start going to cry. And kill the Passover lamb, and take a bunch of hyssop and dip it in the blood that is in the basket. And none of you shall go out the door of his house until the Lord pass through to strike the Egyptian. When you seize the blood of the lamb, tell him the 2 doorposts, the Lord pass over the door, and will not allow the destroyer to enter your house to strike you. You shall observe this right as a statute for you and use them forever. When you come into the land, the Lord will give you as he promised, you shall keep the service. When you shall say to you, What do you mean by the service? And you shall say, It is the sacrifice of the Lord's Passover. And he passed over the house of the people of Israel in Egypt, when he struck the Egyptians and spared our houses. And you bowed their heads and worshipped. And the people of Israel went and did as the Lord commanded Moses, and Aaron said they did. At midnight the Lord struck down all the firstborn in the land of Egypt. And the firstborn of Pharaoh's son was thrown to the firstborn of the captive who was in the dungeon, all the firstborn next door. And Pharaoh rose up in the night, he and all sons and all the Egyptians. And there was a great cry in Egypt, for there was not a house where someone was not dead. And he summoned Moses and Aaron by night and said, Up, go out from among the people, with you and the people of Israel. And go, says the Lord, as you said, take your flocks and your herds, as you said, and be gone and bless me, Israel. The Egyptians were urgent with the people to send them out of the land in haste. They said, We shall all be dead. And the people took their dirt before his left, and their kneeling balls being found, bound up in their cloaks on their shoulders. He put his out as he had done for Moses told them. And after the Egyptians saw and got joy for clothing. And the Lord gave the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians, and we let them have what they asked. As they plundered the Egyptian people, is a journey from Ramses to Succoth. Now 600,000 men offer. And as women and children, a mixed multitude also went up with very much livestock, both flocks and herds. They baked unleavened cakes of dough that they brought out of Egypt. It was not leavened, because they were thrust out of Egypt and could not wait. Nor they prepared any provision for themselves. The time that the people lived in Egypt was 430 years. And in the 430 years, on the very day all the host of Egypt went out from the land of Egypt. It was night watching by the Lord, coming around the land of Egypt to the same night as the night watching kept to the Lord by all the people of Israel throughout their generations. And those of Moses and Aaron, and the statute of the Passover, and no foreigner shall eat of it. And every slave that is bought for money may eat of it after you circumcised. No foreigner or hired worker may eat of it. It shall be eaten in one house. Should not have it, and shall not take any of the flesh outside the house. Shall not break any of its bones. All the congregation is and shall keep it. If a stranger shall sojourn with you, and would keep the Passover to the Lord, then all males be circumcised, they may come near and keep it. And it shall be a nation of the land, and an uncircumcised person shall eat of it. And it shall be one law for the native for the stranger who sojourns among me. All the people of Israel did as the Lord commanded Moses. On that very day, the Lord brought the people of Israel out of the land of Egypt. And by their host, the Lord said to Moses, consecrate to me all the firstborn. Whoever is the first to open the womb among the people of Israel, both a man and a beast, is mine. And Moses said to people, remember this day in which you came out from Egypt, out of the house of slavery. And by strong hand the Lord brought you out from this place. No 11 birds shall be eaten. Today in the month of Abib you are going out. And the Lord brings you into the land of Canaan, the Hittites, the Amorites, the Hivites, and the Jebusites, which he swore to your fathers to give you, and the land flowing with milk and honey. And you shall keep the service in this month. 7 days shall you eat, and 11 on the 7th day shall be a feast to the Lord. 11 bread shall be eaten for 7 days. No 11 bread shall be seen with you. No 11 shall be seen with you in all your territory. Shall tell your son on that day. It is because of what the Lord did for me when I came out of Egypt. It shall be to your son and the memorial, and the hand as a memorial between your eyes. That the Lord may be in your mouth with a strong hand. The Lord has brought you out of Egypt. You shall therefore keep the statutes appointed time from year to year. And the Lord brings you into the land of Canaan as he swore to you and your fathers, and he shall give it to you. You shall set apart to the Lord the first opens the womb, or the firstborn of the womb, and animals that are male shall be the Lord's. Every firstborn of donkey shall redeem his life. If he will not redeem it, he shall break his neck. Every firstborn of man among his sons, you shall redeem. And it is time to come, your son will ask you what this means to you. You shall say to him, by strong hand the Lord brought us out of Egypt. And Egypt from the house of slavery. For when Pharaoh stopped me, your free slaves go. And I'll kill the other firstborn of the land of Egypt, both the firstborn and the male. Firstborn of man and the firstborn of animals. And therefore I sacrifice to the Lord all the males that first open the womb. And all the firstborn of my sons are redeemed. It shall be as a mark on the land. Mark on your hand or frontlets between your eyes. And by a strong hand the Lord brought us out of Egypt. And Pharaoh let the people go. God did not lead them by the way. And the land of the Philistines, so the day that was near. And God said, unless the people would change their minds, lest you won't return to Egypt. And God led the people around by the way of the wilderness toward the Red Sea. The people of Israel went out by the land. And Egypt quit for that. And Moses took the bones of Joseph with him. And Joseph made the sons of Israel solemnly swear, saying, God will surely visit you. And you shall carry up my bones with you from here. And they moved on to Succoth and encamped at them on the edge of the wilderness. And the Lord went from before them by day in the pillar of cloud to lead them along the way, and by night in the pillar of fire to give them light. And they may travel by day and by night. The pillar of cloud by day and the pillar of fire by night did not depart from before the people. Proverbs 25. These are supposed some of the men of Hezekiah king of Judah copy. His glory of God to conceal, and his glory of kings to such things. There is a hand fire in the earth for death. So the heart of kings on such will take away the dross from the sword. Then smith is material for a vessel. Take away the wicked from the presence of the king. And still will be established in righteousness. Do not put yourself forward in the king's presence, or stand in the place of the great, for it is better to be told, come up here, than to be put low in the presence of the noble. While your eyes are seen doing hastily bring to court, for all you do in the iniquity to shame. I'll give case with your neighbour himself, and do not reveal another secret. That he hears you bring shame upon you, and your you have no. Whatever that they speak is like an apple of gold setting silver, like a gold ring or an ornament of gold, is a wise reproof to a listening you. Like cold snow in time of harvest is a faithful messenger to those who send him. He refreshes the soul of his master like clouds and wind without rain. To many boast of a gift he does not give. The patience will is persuaded, and a soft tongue will break a bone. If you found not honey, you only enough for you, lest you have a fill of it and vomit. If it be seldom in your neighbour's house, lest you have a fill of it and hate you. Many best false witnesses against the neighbours, like a war club or a sword or a sharp arrow. But soon as judgment in the time of trouble is like a bad tooth for less. Have sing songs to a heavy eyes, like one who takes off a garment on content, and like vinegar on soda. If at any time given by deed, if it says to give more to drink, for you heat burning coals on his hair, Lord will reward you. And also in brings forth rain, the backbiting tongue and your legs. And it is better to live in a corner of a house than in a house shared with a constant wife. And cold water to a thirsty soul, so is good news from a far country. Like a money spring over a living fountains of righteous men, it gives way before the wicked. And it is not good to eat much honey, nor is it glorious to seek one's own good. And that self-control is like a sea broken into and left without walls. Psalm 51. Hear my cry, God, listen to my prayer, for the earth I call to you in my heart, saying, lead me to the rock that is higher than I. You be my refuge, a strong tower against the enemy, let me dwell in your tent forever, and you take refuge under the shelter of your wings. And you, O God, have heard my vows, you give me the heritage of those who fear me. Long the life of the king, may you see the years enjoy to all generations, and me and beings are in the approval of God. The points take us on faithfulness towards him, so I'll ever sing praise to your name, as I perform my vows day after day. Now stone shall I do what's there, whose very hands, Father, time, hallowed be your name, your kingdom come, will be done as it is in heaven. His our day bread forgive us and debts, as if we are indebtors. His son to take us, deliver us from the evil. Fear us the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen. See you tomorrow. Bye.